Alright, welcome back with Game Kentucky JD. Uh, we're taking a little trip back to old timers. And I'm doing this weird view because I actually want to be able to uh, show you changes in the map kind of simultaneously where you can get a really good idea without having to recall back, showing you and all that kind of stuff and go, well, remember back when and all this kind of stuff. So one of the first things you're going to notice is there's a combine missing a few other things. To get this thing seasons ready, it actually caused a lot of conflicts, and some stuff had to be removed. So there has been some changes made to the map, but overall you still got a lot of stuff that made old timers with some of the equipment stuff laying around. So make sure I got controls and everything. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna try to follow this the best I can until I need to pause. But you can already see a difference already. Look at the field behind the house. The difference in it side by side, and how sparse the trees are, and how this other side, what it is now, is more diverse. You can even look around the edges of the field. You can see it over here. You can see it all around the fields. The fields is kind of barren, whereas over here, all the fields has been surrounded. So, I'm going to kind of follow along, show you some of the same stuff. It's going to be kind of hard, but I will do my best. Okay, coming up through here, look at the difference. And already between the two. Your trees has got more of a splatter effect. They're not in a perfect straight line. Look at the difference in all this. Still a little bit sparse around the river. He put all that in by hand. It looked pretty natural to begin with. So it's mainly around the fields and stuff. Ooh-wee. Okay, this is the forest area over here, right? About here is where this is. And it's coming up on this forest right here. Look at it compared to what it used to be. Literally, if I go in there, we're not going to see a thing. It is really deep, whereas before it was really, like I said, it's kind of sparse. I will bring you up a picture. Now that I remember it, I'll bring up a picture and show you of what um, it was overshot from top, from Giants Editor. Look at the difference in that. How amazing that is. I mean, you just see like one or two trees every so often in the video from the very first version. I mean, look at it. It's just really rich with trees, diversity of trees. And if you're running seasons, you're going to kind of need something to kind of do. So If you just don't want the trees along the edge of the fields, you can kind of clean them up and give you a lot of income and stuff while you're waiting for it to, get back in your fields and stuff. I'm going to stop the video here, and then I'm going to go back into it with full screen. Alright, we are back. Let me get this map off out of the way. Should have took it off for the video and stuff. So, this is what it looks like full screen. It still has this really nice touch. I really miss the combine. I thought that was pretty cool. But the thing about it is, look how much life has been given to this map compared to what it was. The only thing, and Shane, you don't have to change this, the only thing that I can see that maybe needs to be done as far as I'm concerned, everybody, of course, needs to kind of chime in and kind of give their feelings and stuff. Some of these trees that hangs over in the farm, they're going to be a little bit annoying, but as long as you get through and not worry about them, I wouldn't worry about them too much, or if you are worried about them, just cut them down. But I'll show a picture once again, if I still got them on my hard drive, if I didn't delete them off, of what farming actually looks like here in Kentucky. Literally, they grow corn there. I mean, it's right underneath the stupid trees and stuff like that. But the only thing that I could think of that I would do is along the river banks. You don't have to do both sides or something like that, but if you want to give it a little extra pop, it's such a beautiful job now all over this map. We've got, if you can do that along the river in places, it don't have to be in all over. Maybe just like do a shot here and then let it go for a while, and then come over here and do a shot. Kind of like here on this side. Like I'm saying, this is beautiful. It's perfect. And with it on the other side, with it just like this, that's fine. Because maybe this guy over here cleaned his field up and got rid of everything but the trees he likes, and he wanted his nice and clean. The other guy's like, well, I want a wind barrier to my farm, and I don't want all my trees cut down, all that kind of stuff. The bushes in there helps as well. Like you can see the difference between here and here. I haven't had no internet in about 7 hours. Finally got it. It's a little bit weird at that. Has a little yellow symbol saying that I don't have no internet, but yet I was able to get the map. So I was talking to Cazz while I didn't have no internet, texting him and stuff, and saying that, talking about this river and stuff. And as you can see, it's already been changed. And he said he would do a little bit more to it. Thought it was a good idea and everything. So he's already been working on it. Also told him that it don't have to be solid like this right here. Just some occasional pop here and there, or maybe just a little dab right here or something be fine. Leaving this other will be fine. He was driving up and down every single one of these roads on this map as well to make sure none of those trees hanging out would mess with traffic and stuff. Kind of like there's one right here as well. You can see it's kind of in the road. So he's supposed to be checking all that out and making sure all that's right. But anyway, the river. So as you can see, now the river has a lot more life. And I actually like it kind of like this right here. Thick is nice, but this is nice too. So it don't have to be thick, a little spread out with just a little bit extra love here and there. That's really nice along that river. I thought this font was fine regardless. It didn't have this tree here. So he's dropped a few more in there. This part was fine. And this part here was blank if I remember right. He's added a few right here as well, but I thought this was fun, if you remember me saying in the earlier video. Also talked to him about the underneath the trees and stuff, but I mean, great. So, had some issues with the map showing up as well. If you have the map and it's not showing up in your list of maps, I think what the problem is for me is actually with the having the old maps still on your hard drive. Whenever I tried it a few times, and it kept giving me errors with my file. But it's because whenever it gets there, it was a one or a two copy of this map, and whenever you go to edit that so that you get that one and two off, it seems it doesn't like to work. At least that's my opinion, because nobody else is having any trouble that I talked to today. So I tried it again. I deleted all copies of this off of the hard drive, download it, worked perfect. So, in saying that, let's say there's no trees through here. There's a couple, but it's fine. It don't have to be on every single field, every single row, thick and thin, or even none at all is perfectly fine. So, but this map has gotten a massive update. I'm loving it. It's got a very natural flow to it. So it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's season ready now. And a lot of these maps is going to be done this way. So hope everybody likes it. Enjoy your download it. I'm going to get off here and shut up so I can get this uploaded where you can start getting your maps. So be sure to like, share, subscribe. And thanks for all the people that's been sharing. I know Jim has really been sharing my posts a lot. Thanks again, Jim. You're amazing out there. I see it popping up in groups and stuff. You're an amazing man. Wonderful promoter. Mine now. I'm loving it. And thanks to everybody else too. My mother, everybody else that's been promoting me. I really appreciate it. And I really hope y'all like this map. Take care and have fun, everybody.